जब शाम आए तुम याद आए तूफान लाए यादों में तुम.
Hello friends, so today I'm back again to create Deepika Padukone inspired look. So as we all know, Deepika always keep the makeup very subtle and very subtle kind of makeup, and in this look she has kept the makeup very less. She doesn't overlay her skin. She has just put on a little amount of foundation and a highlighter, just that's it. So we'll also keep the look very subtle, will not overlay our face that it will look cakey or. So I have used moisturizer and a bit of primer, not much, because we are keeping this look very subtle. I'm not using concealer right now, so I'm directly jumping into foundation, and this is my favorite foundation, Fit Me from Maybelline, and I'm in the shade 220. So we'll take the foundation as much as is needed. Just take that much amount as much as you need, just with the fingers. And just dab the foundation into your skin. If you want a high coverage, use a brush, but if you want a sheer coverage, use a beauty blender. You can see how this foundation beautifully blends your skin into your skin. Cover the areas that are exposed, like your skin and face should be look of the same color. So now we are done with the foundation part, and with a bit of foundation my face is looking so flawless. So as we are not going to make our face cakey, so I'm using a little bit of concealer, that is Maybelline Fit Me Age Event Concealer. It depends upon you, either you want to use this or not. I'm just using a bit to highlight my under eye area. No need to go or do too much of it. So next I'm using Maybelline Super Fresh compact powder, and it's in the shade Shell. So don't go crazy in overdoing with powder, just a bit of it, because we don't want to layer our face and look our face like cakey. So next step is eyes. So I'm doing my eyes, and I'm using this Revolution London palette. So for just highlighting and providing crease to our eyes, I'm using this brown shade just to like provide shadows to my eyes. So we'll take generous amount, as much as needed. And just on the crease and blend. See, it just make my eye look bigger. Same on the other side. So the next palette I'm using LA Girl eyeshadow collection nudes, and from this I'm using a very pink matte color for my base on the eyelids, just to add a pink tinge to my eyes, and I'll pat all over my lid and over this color. I'm just using this same eyeshadow on my lower lid to just define the color and provide shadows to my eyes. So from the same palette, I'm using the same pinkish shade, and this is a like sparkling or glittery shade, and I'll pat all over on the same eyeshadow over the eyelid. So next thing is her eyebrows. She always have a very well defined eyebrows, and the eyebrows are in brownish shade, so I'm using Maybelline eyebrow pencil. It's in the shade brown, and so now I'm using a tinted brow mascara from NYX Professional Makeup. It's also in the shade TMB MO05 Black Tinted Brow Mascara. Just to set your eyebrows, use a bit of it, as my eyebrows are already very thick, so I'll use just to set them up. See? So as I'm done with the eyebrows, next we'll go with eyeliner. She doesn't have used any eyeliner. She just with the brown eyeshadow will create a look like with any brown eyeshadow or eyeliner, whatever you had, create a smudged look. So use any flat tip brush, and it is not winged. I'm not a great fan of like I love winged liners always, but let's try it out. So to just brighten up my eyes, I am using Maybelline New York Lasting Drama Light Liner in White Luster. Not just a bit of it. And the next thing I'm taking the same eyeshadow that is brown, which I have smudged on my eyes, and I'm just patting down on lower eyelid just to add a shadow. So for the mascara, I am using Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Mascara, and I have already put on my false lashes. This generally depends upon you, either you put it or not. You can also skip it. So the next thing is blush and contouring. I didn't find like contouring on her face, but like to just give a dimension to my face, I'll go with just a little bit of contouring, not much, a little bit of contouring. You can literally see Deepika wearing no blush, but no blush is looking on the pics. But just to add a pinch of like warmth to my face, I'm using the same sugar palette, and I'll use this rose red blush, and just a very little amount of it, and just be careful while using this rose red color, like they have very strong pigmentation, so just tap off the excess. Now take a powder brush and blend everything out, like now the next step is using highlighter. She has used a generous amount of highlight. I'm using highlighter palette from L'Oreal. It's L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator Blush and Highlight. So from this, I'm using this combination of these two highlighters. I just love highlighters. Just as to make your chin look more long, just put highlighter out here. And I'm using the same highlighter blush to highlight my brow bone. And to highlight the inner corners of eyes. So the last step is left is lipsticks. So I'm using the two shades. One is from Shampoo and the other one is L'Oreal Paris. I'll mix these two lipsticks. Now I'm using the L'Oreal lipstick. It's in the shade Plum Melody. See, it's a beautiful plum shade. Now I'm going with the shampoo and it's in the shade 408. It's a liquid lipstick. And yeah, this look is almost completed. Now you can set the whole look using a primer. So I'm using MAC Prep and Prime to set my whole face. You can also use a beauty blender like to soak in your primer into your skin. Just don't swipe it on your skin unless it will cause patches. So we are done with this look and I hope you enjoyed this look I have recreated. So you can also try this look. This is very easy and subtle kind of makeup you